Uh, Give me a shout if you're an instructor in SOMA Breath. Say yeah. Barry,
It's
Harold,
very,
Patrick.
yeah.
Nice. Okay, so this is our special manifesting challenge, and the whole objective of this is to teach you like my process, but also actually help you experience my process of how I manifest. All right. And I feel like I've boiled it down to a very simple formula. All right. And this might sound a little bit shocking, but what if I was to say that the secret to my ability to manifest is completely down to my ability to get high, right? Completely out of my mind high, in ways that are actually sustainable and good for you, versus the other ways some people get attempt to get high, right? So if I was to say you could build your entire life of your dreams, and attract everything you want simply by getting really high, you might think I'm completely crazy, right? Who here thinks this is crazy, or who thinks that this is something that is intriguing? Give me a yes if you want to learn the best way to manifest, which I've boiled it down to a very simple formula. I'm going to explain to you what it is in a minute, where it involves getting high, right? Now, here's the thing. If you have any objection to that, then you're not like the person to be on this call right now, all right? Because what we do is not going to work for you. Like, and if it offends you, the idea of getting high, then this is definitely not a challenge for you either, because we're going to be getting very high, but on our own supply. All right. So let's talk about that for a moment. So what I found is that the the root cause of the problems of absolutely everything on this planet, it stems from low mood, consistent low mood, right? When people are pissed off, miserable, right, and that's their default state, they go on and actually make other people miserable and basically spread that misery to others, right? Does that make sense? Who can relate to actually being somebody who was miserable once and has affected other people in the process? Or who can also relate to uh, the fact that maybe, you know, like this might be one of the reasons why you're not manifesting? All right. Anyone can relate to this? And could you also relate to other people around you that you know just don't seem to have good luck? And if you look at them, or you observe them, one of the reasons you might be able to say is because they're just pissed off all the time and miserable. Yeah? Who can relate? Yes. So, in a nutshell, what I've boiled down, right, everything to is this very simple formula that how you make yourself feel, right, every day is basically related to how well you manifest things. But let's be there's a caveat here, because we're all absolutely amazing at manifesting all the time. Actually, all of us, we're always manifesting shit, but usually it's stuff we don't want, right? It's quite often, not maybe not usually, but quite often for some people, and it was for me when I was really miserable consistently, most of the time, right, for years. I was just super unlucky. Nothing went my way. Like, I remember once I got like three cars stolen in like the space of like a few months, right? Some of them were careless reasons, like leaving the keys in the frigging car, right, running because it was cold and I had forgot something in my house. And literally within 5 minutes, somebody managed to steal something from my drive, right? In that time. So, for most people that just would never happen, right? But for me, because I was in such a state of misery, like I just seemed to attract like a magnet really bad luck. And this was when I was a pharmacist and I was really broken. I was very disillusioned. I hated my life. I was saying I hate my life more than I say I love my life. Now it's the other way around, thankfully. So a lot more epic stuff happens. But I'll just give you an example where it's not always epic. And even just one day when you're a little bit off, you can like attract bad luck, right? So just prior to coming onto this challenge, there's been a lot of challenges within our business in SOMA Breath. I'll be completely honest and transparent. There's been a lot of hiccups and misunderstandings and some bad energies and conflicts, over the last few months. There's always dramas in almost everything you go into, like whether it's your work, school, career, or working in your own business. There's always dramas you're going to face. It's just the nature of human beings, right? So what I do though is when in these situations, like, because it can really get stressful, right? Is I try and find a way every day to change my state in a positive way, right? So that I can think clearly. Because to be able to deliver this information to you right now, I have to be on point. I have to be sharp, to be focused, and be able to think clearly. But if you're in a bad mood, if you think about times when you're in a really bad mood, right? When have you ever been in a bad mood where you just make bad decisions, right? Suddenly you stop thinking clearly and you say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing or snap at someone or like just do something stupid like forget something somewhere. All these sorts of situations for me usually happens when I'm stressed out, right? In a low mood. So I've tried to find ways to change my state quickly as possible, right? High impact, which are sustainable. So I don't mean going and doing lines of cocaine. Some people can do that, and actually it can be sustainable. I know some people who, from the music world, when I was in the music world, who could do that and function for long period, for years. I don't know how they did it. If I did that, I wouldn't last more than a few weeks, because it's so intense to your body, drugs, right? And things like that. Coffee is a normal, common thing. A lot of people do that by default. But there's also a crash associated with coffee. I love coffee. I'm not going to bash on coffee. Coffee is definitely one of my tools. But I mix the coffee with certain ingredients that makes it more sustainable. And you get less of the jittery stuff with coffee. So everything I do, I try and make sustainable highs. Because what I mean by high is an elevated state of consciousness, which comes from positive moods like passion, joy, peace, right? And if you choose your state, that state corresponds to the quality of the action, right? If you're too peaced down, too chilled out, you're in a high vibe mood, but you're not going to get stuff done. So you need to change the state. You need to have something that gives you some energy, like motivation, drive, enthusiasm, right? To get stuff done. So even positive states, they're not always useful for the situation you're in. So the great thing is that with certain tools, I'm going to share with you what I do. You can get into whatever state you want. If you want to be peaceful, you can be peaceful. If you want to be peaceful and like stop caring about stupid shit that's going on in the world, you can do that, right? But if you want enthusiasm and fire to get stuff done, right, you can do that too. But these are positive mood states that can help you get stuff done. So I'm going to talk to you about my methodology of getting into positive mood states to have more fun and get more done, or aka another way to say it is for fun and profit, right? That comes from my favorite author, Robert Anton Wilson. He wrote a book called Prometheus Rising. You should all read it. It's the Bible for me. And he talks a lot about, doing stuff for fun and profit, right? It's just one of his tongue-in-cheek. I got muted. How did that happen? Okay. I bet I bet you, right? Um, the things you want to manifest come down to two things: fun and profit, right? Profit means you put in some work in and getting some reward back for it, right? Doing something which is profitable in a positive way, gives you abundance, right? And fun, you want to have a fun life, right? You want a life full of positive surprises, but you don't want to be so good at manifesting that your life becomes predictable, right? Because that'll get boring. You want positive surprises, right? So tell me what you want to manifest. I bet you falls into these categories. Let's talk about it. Okay, so health. Okay, we're still talking about Prometheus Rising, but type down in the chat. Okay, better health, better love, health, money. Yep. Clean, complete lifestyle, fulfilling job, sustainable wealth. Okay, amazing. All right, so yes, all of these things. There we go. Someone's getting more specific. Get funding for a project. I've created more financial abundance. Okay, brilliant. So let me ask another question, right? If you know what you want to manifest, why are you not having it right now? What's blocking you? What's stopping you from getting it right now? Tell me that. Fear, fear, doubt. Fear is that emotion that keeps you contracted. It's right on the end of the scale, right? Fear of emotion. Level of vibrational energy is the scale we use. The highest emotions, passion, joy, right? And then peace. You have on that side that drives you to do stuff. The negative end actually makes you run away from stuff, right? Fear, anger, right? Hate, apathy. Right on the end is apathy. Okay, so I was feeling before I joined this call, not that long before, about an hour before, a bit of anger, frustration, and a bit of fear. Right, for all these reasons I was telling you about before, these little situational issues going on in the business. Right, very transparent. So I have at home, I'm very grateful, I'm very fortunate, I worked really hard for this, right? I have a donation from TheraSage, which is a portable infrared sauna, right? Which I have in my garage, okay? And what I do is I take these little niacin capsules, right? 500 milligram, and I get in the sauna and I do a special breathwork technique that I do off our app, the SOMA Breath app, that you can get on your phone now, right? And it makes me feel absolutely awesome, right? It makes me feel epic, okay? And then what I do is I put on one of my tunes that I've just produced that is super epic too, right? And that gives me joy. And then I come and do this call with you. I guarantee if I didn't do all those things before to prep my state, this call would not go in the same way, in the same direction as what would bring me as a result of doing this call, in terms of what I desire, what I want to manifest from doing this challenge, right? Because I'll be totally transparent. I'm not just doing this challenge just to add loads of value to you guys. No, there's also a personal reward, right? Not everything we do in life is altruistic. Actually, nobody I know is truly altruistic. We all have certain desires. We do certain stuff because we're trying to get something that makes us tick, right? And the more the thing makes you tick that you want, that you really desire, right? The more likely you're going to do all the crazy stuff you need to do to get that thing, right? So if you can make what you really want, right? Because I'm hearing a lot of stuff here, right? A lot of blocks, okay? But now let's ask you another question, right? If you were to think bigger, right? Right, let's not be too broad, like love and health and things like that. What really makes you tick? Right? Really makes you tick. What would give you this like feeling of I love my life every single day, enthusiasm, if you manifested that thing, right? What would make you just go, holy crap? Right. For me, now being on a stadium, I just done the most epic show with Mind Valley, right? Where and this is something I've been wanting to manifest for a long time, was to be the main DJ of A-Fest. That happened, right? But A-Fest is one of the best personal development festivals you can ever go to, right? That's happened not just once, but twice now. But then the craziest thing that manifested was that, like, one of my favorite artists is this artist called Satori. And Satori makes this amazing music. And if you go to our Breath app and you go to one of the first tracks, it's called Journey to into Satori, right? This is one of the most powerful breathwork sessions I've ever made. The music is off the charts and it's short, right? That's why it's so powerful, because it's really short. And what happened was, like, 8 years ago, I was with my, well, 7 years ago actually, I was with my now wife, Natasha, in Barcelona, and we had just been living together for the first few months, and I started to watch these YouTube videos of people playing in Ibiza, and one of the persons was Satori, right? I was like, God damn, I want to live in Ibiza, and I want to do something with this guy Satori, right? And I had this vision, and back then I had this crazy vision that made me really tick, this drive to get SOMA Breath out to the world, to make a huge impact, to make changes, to impact the pharmaceutical system and the healthcare system, and to get science to this and blow this stuff up and make everybody breathe better, right? That was my crazy big drive. But the desire, the lust that I had came from being with my beautiful wife in an epic house in Ibiza, making music with the best DJs like Satori, right? And playing on massive stadiums around the world, and then having all the glory of that and all of that, right? But also knowing that all the stuff I'm doing is making a huge impact in the world, right? So I had this juicy vision for what I really wanted to manifest back then, okay? And that drove me forward to do crazy stuff to get SOMA Breath to the world. Like, the journey we've been on just to build this community and to create this cool team and working with people all over the world. You know, Monica's in Philippines right now. God knows what time it is for her. Claudia's over in, Chile right now, probably somewhere else in South America maybe. And, you know, it's early for her. So we've got this multinational, international business with so many moving parts. It's great, but sometimes I think, what did I manifest? Seriously, sometimes I wake up and go, oh my God, you know, there's a lot of stress and challenges and dramas that come with that too, right? But still, it's all been worth it. It's all worth it, right? Because the mission is so big. What we're doing and the impact we're making in the world is so massive that I will do what it takes. So I won't stop, all right? So even if that means doing crazy rituals before I go on to perform and to deliver whatever, you know, I'm doing. So let's get back to you again. Now, what would be a juicy, big, ambitious goal if you were to achieve that dream? Think big, think crazy, right? Because weird stuff happens, crazy magic. I'll tell you what, at this A-Fest event, not only did I headline the whole event, I did the last closing hour. It was off the charts in this theatre in Ibiza, in my hometown where I'm living. It was incredible. It was the most phenomenal show. But I also did it with Satori doing the music live. I did a breath rave with Satori doing the music live. And he's like huge. In Ibiza, he's one of the biggest, you know, acts. He's not really a DJ, he's a live act. I'm going to see if I can send the video of us doing it together to my computer, and so you can watch it. Because it really, for me, this was like a massive confirmation that this stuff works, right? It really, really works. I'm not kidding. You know, like, but you need to have this formula. You need to have something really makes you tick. You've got to desire this thing, right? I'm talking about creating an epic life. I'm not talking about manifesting like, you know, a red car or, you know, some kind of like silly, trivial thing. I'm talking about manifesting big, powerful things that can make a big impact in the world, right? Because that's what we need to do right now. We're in a crazy time right now. Amazing opportunity, but a lot of challenges, right? So, okay, I've given you some time. I've been rambling on. to think of what you want to manifest. And you don't have to even say it, just think of it, right? You don't have to write it down. But some of you are saying you're still searching, which is good. Which is good because you're in the right place, okay? Like, not all of us have that clarity yet, okay? So what I found is the best method of all to get into the state that I call flojo. This is the combination of flow and mojo, right? Is where you have energy, vitality, a high vibrational frequency. At the same time, you're in this flow state where you feel like you're being channeled by something beyond yourself. That's flojo. This is my state. I think I'm going to create a flojo pill one day that also gets you into the state, right? So, because I wish I could put this state that I feel right now in a little capsule and send it to you. But the next best thing that, other than that, is the app, the SOMA Breath app. So if you go to the SOMA Breath app, right, we're going to be doing some tracks of this. We're going to go straight into one of them right now because I'm going to help you in this next 30 minutes, okay, with this breath journey to understand the process that I use to turn your vision, okay, you've all thought of a vision, into...
Happy Saturday.
Yes, happy Saturday, Magdalena. Claudia, you might need to just mute people. So just, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Diana. Okay, we just want to mute the calls. Yep. Okay, so in the next 30 minutes, we're going to do a breath journey together. All right, a breathwork journey, a SOMA breath journey. Okay, which is a methodology that I've developed. Okay, which combines the most potent breathwork technique. And remember, breathwork in various forms has been part of spiritual practices, but also these occult mystery schools, right? That are all about manifesting things and creating crazy magic. And so breath techniques have been preserved in many various places. And the one that I've brought to the table is this rhythmic breathing practice, because rhythmic breathing is the yogic method of creating high vibrational states, conscious states. So rhythmic breathing with amazing music, right, that goes into, okay, breath retention. And breath retention, when you hold your breath beyond 60 to 90 seconds, is when you create the dose. Dose stands for dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, right? And this daily dose is what keeps us high vibe and changes our state, makes us into a positive mood. So it's this specific sequence of breathing protocols of rhythmic breathing and breath retention that wakes this state up, okay? But then we add an extra layer, the neurosomatic programming. The neurosomatic programming, NSP, is the next upgrade of NLP. You may have all heard of NLP, but NLP uses just words and language and numbers and symbologies. But NSP brings the body into it, and the breath is a bridge between your body and your mind. So with your breath, we can tap into the entire physiology and create whole brain coherence. Okay, so with the breath, we can create a connection and a alignment between your mind, body, and spirit with your big lofty desire, the big ambition, the things, the results that are going to make you really feel juiced up, right? Really jazzed up. So I want you to just think of this formula for manifesting, okay? And that is, first think of what is it that you want, like overall, bigger picture, okay? So that could be a certain amount of, that's a measurable goal. It should be a measurable goal, and money is very easy to measure, okay? So money is an amazing form of energy, okay, that we can use to create amazing things in the world. So money is a good thing, all right? So rewire your patterns around money and your beliefs around that, because money is a very good measurable goal. That's just one idea. There's other measurable goals you can think of. Like, let's say you want to get perfect health. There's certain health metrics you can also use as a measurable goal. That's another example, right? But let's just use money as an example right now. So let's say you want to manifest $1 million, right? So here's what you got to think of. What are the results of the results of the results of getting that $1 million that really get you jazzed up, that really get the juices flowing, that makes you feel, like happy just thinking about it instantly, right? If you just think about this thing. So £1 million could translate to your ability to go and live somewhere else, right? Like a tropical island. So let's say for me, Koh Phangan on the beach. So that would then have another result associated with that. Another result associated with that. So let's say you get to that island in Koh Phangan. The next result would be like you sat in an ice bath or a sauna in this beautiful, you know, spa, or it could be doing ecstatic dance in a giant pyramid, right? And just seeing that result manifesting. So this is what I mean. Do you get what I mean by going layers deep? So you have a big picture goal, then you chunk it down into results of results. So first result would be, oh, that allows me to travel. Travel to where? Thailand. Okay. Then what are you doing in Thailand, right? This is the stuff you want to be having on your vision board. This is how you create your vision board. If you're going to do vision boards, this is what you do. But we don't even need to do vision boards. We don't even have to think positive. This stuff works because what we're doing is we're changing our state and reprogramming the unconscious mind to become more effective consciously, right? And that requires you to learn how to reprogram yourself. And that's why I created this system that involves neurosomatic programming. So this is the use of the right guided imagery, a mind movie formula, right? That we're going to go and explore in a minute, right? That helps you visualize and to feel and embody what it is you want, and then to see the results of the results of the results manifesting in your movie as though it's already happened. And then what we do is we make this your end goal, your end aspiration. But then what we do is we take those results and we chunk this down. This is your action plan, your homework. Tomorrow, the end of this challenge is going to be to make a business plan for what it is you want to manifest. Okay? So today's envisioning exercise for you, when we do this exercise together, will be to, if you haven't already, to really think of those results of the things you want to have. Today's all about clarity. Okay? Tomorrow we're going to supercharge it up. We're going to charge this up, and I'm going to give you a bunch of different hacks that I use to change my state and become more effective. Give me a yes if this is sounding exciting to you, and is this something you want to keep learning about? Right? Yes. Beautiful. Okay, brilliant. So we're all on the same page here. Okay, so let's do this session. It's better that you feel it, right? Then I don't have to keep talking. Okay, so breathing is so much more fun. Okay, so what we're going to do is, if you strap yourselves in, I'm just going to tell you the simple technique. So you just follow along with the guided instructions. And what it's going to teach you is this process of color breathing. From now on in SOMA Breath, you're going to hear a lot about color breathing. Color breathing means, right, turning what it is you feel emotionally into something your right brain, your emotional connection to who you are, your truth within your unconscious mind, your super biocomputer, right, can understand. Okay? So we can program ourselves using the transference of energy of emotion. Emotion is emotion, energy, emotion, into a frequency that corresponds that through this process of color breathing. And when we use color breathing, we can amp up our emotional state to a point where we create a big dose of dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins. And what this does is it gives your brain the perfect chemistry and state to change, neuroplasticity, brain change on command, right? I'm also going to give you a bunch of hacks that helps you to do this as well and keeps your brain healthy, right? But what this also does is then it starts to program in the apps that you need, the programs, the thought programs that you need to make the decisions, to get the results and the actions and results that you want. But what it's also going to help you do is to rewire and remove the thought viruses that hold you back, the blocks to your success. All right? This is the crazy power of NSP, neurosomatic programming. It's why I'm building an entire new course with Mind Valley that just goes super deep into this, right? Because my quest with them became their their 8th best-selling quest of all time, which is amazing. There's another thing I wanted to manifest years ago, right? Was to be on their platform as an author, and they've become huge. And I've seen Vishen go from having a $3-4 million a year company to now $100 million a year company. And he's also a master manifester, and I see how he thinks. He sees the money that he wants to manifest, $100 million, billion company, as his big lofty goal. The results of the results of the results are all the incredible things he's manifesting around him in terms of luxury and people and amazing connections, but also the impact that he's making in the world, that's making a difference, that's changing the way we think, act, and behave and connect on a huge global scale, right? Check out Mind Valley FM already. And SOMA Breath, I have the same aspirations. So I'm glad that I've got him as my mentor. Tomorrow I'll talk a lot about the importance of mentors, why you need to have a mentor, right? This is what you need, okay, to really succeed, is to have somebody to guide you to that success, to help you, shortcut you to success, right? Really helps. I'm going to show you and talk to you tomorrow about how you can even get them, all right? Like, really cool. Okay, so let's start this. So what you're going to do is you're going to find a comfortable place and you're going to simply follow the instructions. The whole thing is guided. But to do the breathwork part, okay, you're going to breathe in through your nose, okay? But imagine you're breathing in through your sphincter or your pelvic floor. So you're breathing in, contracting up, and then letting go. Breathing in and letting go. So you're doing this rhythmic breathing, okay? And then after a few minutes of rhythmic breathing, we're going to breathe in, breathe out, do the hold on the exhale, right? Just as you're going to hear in the guided instructions. But to do your breath holds, you just breathe in, breathe out, hold your breath, and you try and do it to slightly beyond the comfort zone. Don't go too much beyond the comfort zone, just a little bit. That's the metaphor for growth in your life, right? When you go slightly beyond the comfort zone in anything you do, you break through. You make a transition into something greater, right? Better. You actually grow that way. That's how human beings grow, is under a little bit of pressure, right? If everything's too simple and easy, right, people become lax and complacent, right? But to really grow, to excel, you need a bit of pressure, okay, a little pressure cooker. So I also know that whenever there's like problems in my company, it's an opportunity we're gonna grow, because everyone in the company is crazy and they want to make a big impact in the world, so they'll do what it takes. So any problem in my business is just an opportunity for growth. That's how I see it, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like it. All right, but getting back to this, so remember, just slightly beyond the comfort zone, not too much. This rewires how you perceive fear as well, right? Like fear, a lot of you wrote was your block, right? Actually stops you from taking action. And action is the key word in law of attraction. Without action, forget it. Nothing's going to happen. Like those people who think that you can just magically manifest stuff by doing nothing, run a mile from those people. They're liars, right? So what we're going to do is go slightly beyond the comfort zone, okay? And then at the end, you'll take a deep breath in. Hold it in by pulling up the pelvic floor, holding it in. And at this point, again, you hold just slightly beyond the comfort zone, just slightly. And then you finish with hum, okay? With om or hums, which stimulates nitric oxide and makes you feel really good. So this whole protocol is going to make you feel really good and awake and alive, right? So we're going to just follow along with the instructions. It's all repeated in the instructions, so don't worry. You should do it sitting up or lying down. Maybe do it lying down. Be comfortable. Don't be slouching. You're not going to feel good if you're slouching. You cannot make energy flow like that. You have to sit up straight with your back straight, or you need to lie down on your back, right? If you're like this trying to do breathwork session, you're going to get bad back and you're going to look stupid, all right? And then you're going to have a hump back, right? So don't do that. Sit up straight, comfortable, right? And be comfortable, right? Like, you'll know that you're not comfortable when you're slouching and being in a weird posture. Just sit up, change your posture. One way to change your posture quickly, which you can use at any time, actually, is to just breathe in, into the belly, up into the chest, breathe in, hold it in, and just let go. Hold. All right, and that will straighten your back. So if you breathe in, and then just go to a normal breath, just let your breath come out naturally, you'll be in a straight back posture. Okay? So from that, you should do breath work. You shouldn't be eating, you shouldn't be watching TV, you shouldn't be watching Skype, or, nobody uses Skype anymore. But, you know what I mean, WhatsApp and Facebook and all those annoying things. You want to be present, okay, when you're doing this. Okay, all right, so let's get ready. I'm going to set this up. And we're going to do the first track together. And here's the thing. This track is also on the app. Okay, so if you go in to the app, right, you can actually do this again, right? And I'm going to show you also how to use some other sessions on the app to manifest and keep your state high as well. Okay? Oops, I don't need to share my screen. So let me just set this up. Because we have some very, very good tracks on our app that can also help you with this. But this track you get as well included, okay? That we're about to do together now. So,
Niraj, is there any
yes.
contraindications for this session?
The only contraindication really is if you have just had a heart attack, if you are pregnant and cautious, if you're menstruating, you might want to refrain from using your pelvic floor, but the rest will be okay, right? And so you should be okay. So most people are totally fine with this, but if you got any concerns, always do this with the medical advice, but also you can make it more gentle by only breathing through your nose and not forcing the breath retentions, okay? But on the whole, this is going to be good for everybody. So remember, just slightly beyond the comfort zone. If you just go slightly beyond, you're going to be good. And it's best to do this on an empty stomach, but if you just eaten, just don't do it with force, okay? Just do it like relaxed. But you can repeat it again when you do this again in the morning, okay? So you're going to repeat this. Repetition is what makes you good at something, all right? So we're going to do another track. These are all included in the course. If you go into the app and you go down to the manifesting challenge, in there is a link to the course with lots of amazing videos. Okay, watch all of those videos. You're going to become a manifesting Jedi at the end of that, and the tracks are there for you too. Okay, you ready? Let's do this. What I want you to do for a moment now is just to close your eyes. That's right. Become completely present with a sound, any sound in your environment right now that draws your attention. Tune into that sound as though that sound is all that is. That's right. And just allow your breath to be as it needs to be. As you relax and become present with that sound. And the sound of my voice, this should be your guide on this journey. That's right. Becoming aware of your breath as you breathe in and out. That's right. Now taking a deep breath in. Hold, squeeze the muscles in your body tight and let go. Let's sigh good feelings. That's right. And from this relaxed place, I want you to imagine there's a movie playing in your mind's eye now. And on this movie, I want you to start playing a moment that you want to call in. That's right. Let's give it a time. In the next 12 months, think of something great you want to accomplish or call in. Something that's going to make a big impact into your own life. It's going to make you feel really good inside. Full of bliss, full of excitement, enthusiasm to get out of bed every single morning. Tune into what that might be for you. See what you'd see, feel what you'd feel, hear what you'd hear as you step into this moment as though it's happening right now. That's right. Notice that smile on your face, the tingly sensations. Notice where you feel good vibrations in your body. And feel them right now. Give yourself permission. Allow yourself to feel what it feels like to feel really good in this special now moment. That's right. That's right. Turn up the dial, turn up the sensations, make it brighter, stronger, bigger, bolder. Turn up the lights. Imagine you're in an IMAX cinema right now and you're seeing your vision come alive. Feel what you'd feel, see what you'd see, hear what you'd hear. Feel those sensations moving around you, into you, around you. That's right. And notice those pleasurable, good sensations coursing through every single cell of your body right now. Step into that feeling as though it's happening right now. Feel it happen right now. That's right. And notice how you feel. And notice that there's a color that represents those feelings. And that color is emanating from a point in your body. Notice where you feel these sensations, these blissful vibrations in your body, the soma. Point to where you feel it. That's right. Point to exactly where you feel it. If you can touch it, you can amplify it. You can turn up the dial on those good sensations. That's right.
So touch it and notice that there's a color emanating from that source. What is the color that represents those good feelings, those good sensations? If you can see it, if you can point to where you feel it, you can release it and expand it and amplify it and turn up that dial. That's right. Now pay attention to that color, that light. This is an anchor for the color, the light of your higher power. You're manifesting light for success. That's right. So notice that every time you breathe in, you can breathe in that light from a higher source into where you feel that sensation. Breathe into that, where you feel your highest excitement. Maybe it's all over your body, maybe it's one part of your body. Wherever you feel it, imagine that you can now turn up that dial with every breath you take in and out. And as you breathe in, imagine you're breathing in through your root, your sphincter muscles, contracting up the sphincter up and letting go. Breathing in, contracting up and letting go. Breathing in, squeezing up and letting go. Squeezing up the sphincter muscles, contracting up and letting go. Feel that feeling. Feel that sensation. Keep doing it. Keep breathing. Keep breathing in that rhythm. That's right. Breathing in. Inhaling into bliss. Exhaling pleasure all over your body. That's right. Now take a deep breath in. Send the energy up. Send it up like it's a spiral of light. Breathe through your sphincter. Contract your sphincter's muscles up. Send that energy up to your head. Squeeze. Contract. That's right. Imagine you're pulling this energy up now through your crown. As you're pulling up, drawing up, sending that energy and life force up through the spine, through the 2 channels, into the 3rd, illuminating you to this higher power to manifest. And then hum like a command to the universe. Again, deep breath in and letting go. Seeing that smile on your face. Bring your arms, stretch out to the sides with your chest open, your heart open, receiving wide, breathing in. And then letting go. With a sigh, good feelings. Letting your chin drop to your head. And now hold your breath and pump your abdomen, holding your breath on the exhale and pump. And then breathing in when you can't hold it any longer. Sending the energy all the way up again, all the way up like a channel, up and up and up. Pulling up, contracting up the sphincter muscles, drawing up, swallowing, letting your belly stick out. Dropping the diaphragm, relaxing, holding your breath. And then hum. That's right, coming back. Normal breathing. Just look into the 3rd eye. Noticing the vibration. Noticing any changes. That's right. Being aware of your breath. Now I want you to observe, scan your body for any tension. Tuning into your vision of what you want to call in, what you want to create right now. Tuning in. Seeing that movie light up. Scan your body now for any stuck feelings, any tension, any feelings of limitation, doubts. The voice that says you can't do this, you can't do that, or this is stupid, or you're not good enough, or you're not loved. Whatever that thought is goes around in your head right now, as I ask you to think bigger, even bigger and brighter about your vision. Turn it up, expand it, and notice any resistance to this that comes up. And notice where you feel it. and ask you to think to a time when resistance was familiar to you. Something that maybe in the past had stopped you from reaching that point of success. As that flashback of that memory of any past blocks to success that you may be feeling right now as a resistance to taking action, to doing the work. Notice where you feel those sticky feelings, the icky feelings. Perhaps you don't feel that, it's okay. You can stay with that bliss sensation, but scan right now for any point where you feel anxiety, doubt, worry, the lack of, the fear. And notice where you feel that in your body and touch it, point to it with a finger. If you can point to it, you can release it and let it go. You can change it. You can ask yourself, what do you want to feel instead? That's right. What do you want to feel instead? Notice how that would look like to you. Changing the channel, the moving in your mind to what you want to feel instead. See what you'd see, hear what you'd hear if you were feeling that feeling. Become that right now in this special now moment. Step into that as though it's happening right now. That's right. Yes. That's right. So any resistance, any limitations still remaining in you, notice the color, point to it. You can point to it, you can change it. So ask yourself, what do you want instead? Breathe into it, that light of your bliss, enthusiasm, excitement, into that point. Circulate it, turn it up, ramp it up, that's right, turn up the dial, feel those sensations moving through you, into you, penetrating the core of your being, amplifying those good sensations, good vibrations. That's right. And notice that color dissolving, disintegrating any areas of limitation and the blocks to action, procrastination, paralysis by analysis, fear, doubts. And then scan once again the body for any other remaining doubts that you might have. Those feelings, and some may be absolutely rational things that you need to work on, blocks that you need to take action to overcome. Finding mentors, teachers, new strategies, techniques, therapies, whatever's needed to get the job done. Because it is possible for you to overcome challenges by focusing on your strength, identifying what they are, building a team to support your weaknesses so you can be at your best by working on your strength. That's right. This is your truth. So step into that power right now. As you leave this moment today, make a note of your color, the one associated with your highest excitement, enthusiasm, the color of pure positive energy and light. And then become aware of your color associated with blocks, limitations, anxiety, worries, doubts, fears, phobias, the things that create procrastination. Bring awareness to that. Notice the color, write that down, and be familiar with those too, as you will now use this as your two lights to play with in your SOMA Breath journeys. That's right. So, make note of this and use these powers wisely for the betterment of yourself and others. Much love and positive energy. Peace.
Okay. Slowly coming back into the present moment, bringing your awareness back into the body after 3, bringing your awareness into the present moment, 2, coming back with full waking alertness as you open your eyes, and 1, opening your eyes, coming back into the present moment, knowing that as you leave this experience today, you shall do so equipped with new tools to manifest like a magician. So coming back slowly. So now to reflect on this moment, this experience that we just did, I invite you to now do a bit of homework and write down all the things that have come up, okay? Come up for you from this experience. Some of the desires, some of the blocks, and the colors as well, because those colors that we are talking about are very powerful colors, all right, associated to this ritual that we're going to be doing from tomorrow onwards, okay? So if anyone wants to ask any questions, we've got the next 5-10 minutes just to do so. But before we get into that, I'm just going to remind you that we do have, for everybody who's on this call today, a massive, extremely high value offer where you're getting up to 55% off our most transformative programs. So as I said, we're using the app, the SOMA Breath app, which you all have the access to. You've all downloaded it, okay? And you can get that breath app, SOMA Breath app, free for 90 days. So go and check that out. Then we also have the 21-day Awakening Breath Journey, which is a full 55% off. Okay, so you're getting that for much cheaper than actually what it is. Okay, like 55% off. So I think it works out to like a pizza a day for 30 days or less. Probably less actually. And we also have 20% off the certified SOMA Breath instructor training. All right, you can check out. So we do have a special link that Monica's going to share with that for you if you want to check out those offers, the special offers. Okay. And now I'm just going to read out some of the comments. So some of you are getting some colors, purple, that's good. I have done the course long ago on Mind Valley, but I forgot how good it feels. Exactly what I need in the moment. Thanks a lot. I like that powerful feeling inside. Thank you so much. This was powerful. Okay, so here's a good question. During the breathing, when you talk about imagining our scene or feeling we want to manifest, you focus on one specific moment which signifies the wish is granted, looping it, intensity, or more general fleeting impressions. It's usually the first impressions that come to mind, and then you expand and create like a movie, literally with scenes, with different results of the results, as I was talking about. So you can do that too. You can loop the same image over and over to intensify the feeling, whatever it works for you to intensify the feeling. That's what you're trying to do here. So someone says it wasn't clear with the instructions after the cyclical breath. Yes, it was a breath retention after that. So I think it was quite clear in the instructions, but if you didn't get it, do it again, okay? Because you all have access to it, so do it again. Just listen to the instructions and you'll see that there's a breath retention. Good, some of you got good feedback here. Nice. I want to share I saw a beautiful emerald green energy umbrella torus sprouting out of my head and surrounding me. Amazing. Beautiful. Lots of blue colors coming through. Purples. Amazing. These are usually the symbolic of the chakras that are activated. Now, someone says no colors for me. Now, if you don't see any colors, if you're not a visual person, feel what it would feel like to channel a specific color. All right? You can imagine, put yourself into the imagination, right, of doing that. And then it will come to you more naturally. Don't think about it. Sharon says, thank you, Niraj. I completely resonate with this work. I was experiencing violet flame. Violet, not violent, violet flame. Beautiful. Anyone wants to speak live right now and ask me a question in person?
If anyone want to speak, please put the hand icon so I can see you if you want to speak with Niraj, and I can make you speak.
Yeah.
There's Linda. Linda, do you want to speak? Okay.
Linda.
There you go. You can unmute now.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Niraj. It's so amazing to talk to you. I've been watching you for years now. I just love you so much.
Oh, thank you so much.
Everything you do is such a blessing to humanity.
Oh, that means a lot.
When I do these things every Sunday, when I did this one just now, I did see the colors, and the color that came up for me was red, and it has to do with a lot of fear around an issue that I just recently discovered, that I have something wrong with the vertebrae in my back, like they're degenerating the discs. And that's like really scaring me, because there's like nothing that can be done about it. And I don't know if it's possible to like heal this type of thing by doing breath work or not.
So inside our breath fit course, I have all these different yoga techniques, and actually yoga done in the way we talk about it, the traditional way, using breath holds, controlled breath retention, is the best way to repair the body, right? And you can activate stem cells. But I highly recommend you do this with someone in person to make sure you're doing it properly, especially if you've got problems with your back. But what you can do is you can get a yoga teacher to show you the moves, so make sure you're doing it properly. And you can even show them the videos, because they'll know what they're called and how to do it. But you need to do the breath in the way it's instructed in videos. Again, that's in the breath fit course. All right.
Well, I do the ones that, that I've been doing your method for a long time. I know how to do all the holds and all that stuff. The exhale.
Yeah, but you need to do the yoga asanas. There's certain stretches and poses that you got to do. The strengthens the back. And
is that on your app? Is that on the
breath
SOMA?
fit course? No, the breath fit course isn't on there yet. You need to. There's a separate course on our website for that.
Oh, Breath Vic, like VIC?
Breath Fit. Monica can put a link to it.
Oh, Breath Fit.
Yeah, you might even have it. Yeah. Or if you do the, I think it's also inside the Mind Valley Quest. I don't know if you did the Mind Valley Quest. It's in that as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but on our website, it's called BreathFit.
So the breath is the key, huh?
Breath with certain yoga practices and also the right diet, nutrition, lifestyle. But yeah, regular exercise in this way is the way forward.
Yeah, I do weightlifting. Okay, thank you, brother.
Great. Thank you, Linda. Well,
Thank you so much. Blessing.
full power to you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so we've only got like a couple of minutes left. So what I'm going to talk about now is what to do next. Okay, so what you're going to do, as I said, is journal, right? Get your journals and write down all the stuff that came up. Okay, you can also now watch all of the videos inside the app. The app has some amazing content, right? You will become a ninja in terms of how the mind works, how the breath relates to the mind, and how you can reprogram the mind to manifest what you want in this manifesting challenge course that's inside the SOMA Breath app. You should all have access to it. So watch those, and in there's also the track that I just played. It's the first track, okay? It's the color breathing manifesting ritual, okay? Tomorrow we're going to do the next track, and we're going to help you supercharge your success, but also rewire your blocks, okay? We're going to rewire the blocks. So that's what's holding us back. The dominant thoughts are what's holding us back from getting what we want. This is the resistance, and usually caused by feeling a certain way in certain situations due to the environment, internal conditioning. And when we unravel that and decode that, we can actually start taking action towards what we want, right? And have less resistance. And we can also be very mindful of what we don't want to do, all right? Because sometimes we want to manifest this that's not right to us, that's not good for us. And we'll start to learn introspectively much more about our body and our emotions and how we feel, and why we sometimes stop taking action. Because there's sometimes a reason why your body doesn't want to take action. Your mind, your unconscious mind, stopping you. And once you figure that out, you can start to manifest what you want rather than what you don't want. All right? This is called your somatic intelligence. That's what we're tapping into. But we're actually out of time. Tomorrow I'll do more questions because tomorrow is we'll have more time for Q&A. Okay? But I hope this was useful. As I said, you got all these amazing offers. So Monica, you share the link again, please, to all the offers. And there's a lot of training for you to do already as part of this challenge. So your challenge today is to get the motivation to go through those videos. It looks like a lot, but they're all very short. They're like 4 or 5 minutes long max. So within like an hour, you can watch all of them and really, you'll know more about how to manifest and how your mind works and how your body works and your breath than majority of the thousands of dollar courses that you'll find elsewhere. I guarantee it. All right. And this is all for free as being part of this challenge. Okay. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Claudia. What I'm going to do though, because I'm all about feeling good, right? All right. And change your state. So I just wrote a new track. It's with my friend in Kenya. He's an amazing singer. He's done some tracks with me before. And I just want to see what you think of this. So we're going to have a little dance, all right, to just leave on a high note, a positive note. Because the breath session at the end, took us into a bit of a murky, sticky, icky feeling as well. Because some of your blocks may have uncovered, right? Come up. So let's change our state. You'll see the power of music and dance and shaking and moving to change your state right now. So let's all get up, all right? I invite you to get up and just let me know, Claudia, if this is playing. No, it's not playing it, right? 1 sec. Just share my sound. Okay, share. Let's go. I'll tell you one trick. What you can do is if you breathe with it. Play with the breath like this. In, out, in, out. challenge, breathe in a rhythm to it. With holding your breath as well. Everyone. Thank you all so much. It's been awesome. Yes. Hope you love the song.
Loved
Big
it.
tune.
Great. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. So I'll see you all tomorrow. All right. Same time. Much love, everyone. We're going to crush it. Big up. Yes. Oh, yeah. The hearts.